Welcome back, everybody, to CVTV right here on ChannelVisionMag.com. And right now we have a very special treat for you guys. National Retail Solutions, a subsidiary of IDT. We have the president and the CEO. We have Elie Katz. And the why? Because he's one of the most interesting guys you're ever going to meet. What's going on, Elie? How you doing
Thanks,
today?
Brady. Great to be back. I hope you guys recovered from all the different shows.
It's been a process for sure, but we're definitely excited to be jumping back in with you here today. Elie, for those who aren't familiar, tell us a little bit about NRS.
Absolutely. So I started National Retail Solutions. My parent company is IDT. IDT is very well known for their calling cards, and 80% of their products, they're the leader in the calling card business, and 80% of their products are being sold in these independent convenience stores. They're also in the Costco's and the Walmarts and all the other box stores, but predominantly their business, or 80% of the business, is being done in these stores. And they recognized about 6 years ago that these stores were under attack. And I'm not just talking about by the Amazon of the world, which likes to make everything convenient, and you don't have to go to the convenience stores anymore, but also by the brick and mortars that would open up in the neighborhoods. I live in a small town of Teaneck, New Jersey, and in my town there's 3 7-Elevens, 2 Walgreens, a Stop and Shop, and 3 CVS's. How could an independent really be expected to survive in that environment? They're lacking the technology, they're lacking the specials, they're lacking the purchasing power, any planograms. So we created this very robust but very easy to use point of sale register. It's a cash register. It sits at the front, takes the money, and we deployed it. And we became, in the last 5 years, the largest point of sale register for the independent convenience store space in the country. We're deploying over 1,500 a quarter. And honestly, we do it because we've got great partners, great distributors or referral partners. And they don't have to be in the POS business. They can be in any type of business. But if they have relationships with stores, with merchants, this is an opportunity for them to be able to make more money off of those stores. And then we started to migrate to other products because we realized that it wasn't just about making them more money. We also had to make sure we saved them more money. So we launched NRS Pay, which is a credit card processing. Wildly successful for us, wildly successful for the merchants, and they've embraced it. They've taken it on. We're growing very rapidly in that business also. And then also wildly successful for our channel partners, for our distributors that have taken that on as well. And everyone makes money and the merchants save money.
So you mentioned the distributors, and I know there are a lot of opportunities for like new revenue streams. Could you talk a little bit about that, Elie?
Yeah, so the nice thing about us is, especially with our POS business, that when you get that location, when you work hard to get that location, not only do you get the bounty as a distributor, and not only do you get a residual as a distributor, very high residual, very high bounty, but every 45 days or so, our technology team pumps up a new release of some sort. And a lot of those releases have new features. And if the merchant decides to take on those features, then it automatically goes to the residual of the person or of the company or of the channel that got that location. So maybe, right now they're making X out of that store, but because they got that location, next week they're going to make X plus Y, and they didn't have to do any extra work. We are really aggressively looking for more partners. There are voids that we have around the whole country, even though we have done a great job penetrating almost every state, except for Montana. Montana, I'm offering triple commissions. For some reason, we have not one POS system in Montana. We've got in Alaska, we've got in Hawaii, we even have in Puerto Rico. Nothing in Montana.
Got to wrangle them up for sure. Kind of looking forward to the future, to 2022 and beyond. How are things shaping up for National Retail Solutions?
Things are going really nicely in a great direction. I mentioned the POS. I mentioned the NRS Pay credit card processing. I mentioned the additional features, but we also add additional products. And as we have additional products, those are more opportunities for our partners, for our distributors, even if you're just a referral partner, right? We have different levels of partners. You can go and learn our product, or you can say, you know what? I have a relationship with businesses. I'm just going to refer them. I'm just going to send their information to NRS, and I'll get a payment for that. We'll do the work. You just give us the guidance. So we're adding different products. We added gas stations this year. Most, I wouldn't say most, but 70% of all convenience stores have gas stations connected to it around the country, from the statistic I remember. So, being the leader in the convenience store POS business, we had to naturally evolve into the gas stations. So it was a build out. It's not the same as a POS. It's the end-to-end solution. Our point of sale register not just handles the store, the convenience store, but it also controls the pumps. And we also have a solution for EMV. So this mandate that came out where the gas pumps have to be changed over to EMV compliance, rather than ripping those pumps out, which is very expensive, very time consuming, disruptive of any business. We have this EMV retrofit kit that goes right onto the pumps, and it's a fraction of the cost, no downtime, and it's been also pretty well received, and our Petro division has taken off. We also decided to get into the cash advance business. The cash advance business is not a dirty four-letter word. Some people like to make it out to be, but I'll be honest, I also own myself retail operations, restaurants, and cash flow is always an issue in the small independent restaurants and retail businesses. It is, because at the end of the day, you've got an entire store with shelves full of products. You've got fridges full of products. You've got boxes and bags and inventory downstairs and on the shelves. That's money you already paid out. So if you can get some cash flow so that you can pay your rent, you can pay your employees until someone buys that meat from the freezer or buys the soda, that's a positive. You're helping the merchant. And we came up with some very favorable rates, and we launched this cash advance business, and it's doing quite well. And we also are constantly looking for referral partners for that as well.
Well, there you have it. What a fantastic business model, IDT National Retail Solutions. Elie, for people who kind of want to follow along online and see what you guys are up to, where can they go?
They can go to our website at nrsplus.com, or the distributors, channel partners, referral partners, they can go to sellnrs.com. That's sell NRS, National Retail Solutions, nrs.com, sellnrs.com, and they can fill out their information and we will get in touch with them.
And that sounds fantastic. Everybody go check out NRS today. And while you're online, don't forget to check out all the great podcasts and video and webinars that are available on channelvisionmag.com. Elie, thank you so much for the time today.
Great. Thank you for having me.